Hi everybody, this is Darrell Lonnie with the head men's basketball coach of Western Oregon, Craig Stanger. Important time of the season and a very exciting time of the season as league play starts this week. The Wolves will be on the road at Ellensburg against Central Washington on Thursday night and then have their home league opener on Saturday against Western Washington. Coach and the team have been spending some time in Colorado where you lost one and you won one. So Craig, review those two games for us back there.
Well, when you go to a tournament, you at least hope to get a split, and then if you play really well, try to get both games. But we were unable to do that, but the split felt good. Played a very talented, nationally ranked team in Metro State. Didn't start out very well. They got on us early, and we dug ourselves too deep a hole. We made a couple of good runs in the second half to cut the deficit. Thought we still had a chance, but in the end, they're too athletic, too physical, and we gave them too big of a head start. But I was pleased with our guys' effort for the next night, opening against Colorado Mines. That was a real struggle of a game, hard-nosed game, but the guys found a way to win and salvage the trip.
Exciting end of the game. You're down by 3. You're in a have-to-score situation. Kyle Long does that for you, and then pick it up from there.
Well, Kyle Long did, but it was off of some really good key elements by a couple of guys. And one of them was Mike McLaughlin. Mike hadn't done very well that night scoring. He'd struggled a little bit. I think he maybe went 1 for 9 on the night, but he'd been doing a good job rebounding. Came down to him. He made a nice pass to Long underneath, found him under there for an easy lay-in, and that was really important. And then on the next possession, we of course had to foul. Fortunately for us, they missed the free throw, and then we came on down. And again, Mike McLaughlin had the ball inside, but was surrounded, and rather than forcing the situation, he managed to find Terrence, and then Terrence made a very good play, and essentially willed the ball into the basket because he was covered pretty well. But the guys made some good plays.
He plays with great enthusiasm, doesn't he? And plays, I guess in coach's terminology, plays with no fear.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, and that's important. And we really strive with our guys to be the actors, not the reactors, and Terrence plays that way. And if you can get the other team on their heels and getting them reacting to you, chances are you're going to be more successful.
All right, here comes the league season. Let's do some previewing. Thursday, you open it up Thursday night in Ellensburg against Central Washington. Tell us about the Wildcats. How are they this year?
Well, we get to start out with going against 2 of the top teams in the conference traditionally. Central Washington, very athletic, very aggressive, hard-nosed team. Coach Spar does a nice job with that year in and year out, and this year's no exception. They started out the season a little rocky, losing 3 or 4 games early on, but since they've been playing very well as a team, and they will be a very, very tough challenge for us early on.
Western Washington is your home opener on Saturday, and as I'm doing prep work for this game, I noticed that looks like about everybody on the team is a senior, Craig. Mm-hmm. So I'm sure they feel that this has got to be their year. This is their senior-laden team.
They are. They're very senior-heavy, a very talented bunch. Several of those seniors have had redshirt years as well, so they're a very experienced team, very physical, and will be tough to beat. And they've been traditionally at the top of the conference. The good thing we have going for us is in the Battle of Westerns, I think we've split with them in the last 3 or 4 years, and so we're looking forward to that opportunity to prove where we are as a team in the conference by opening up against these 2 very good teams.
You really get a test on the front line Saturday, don't you? They start Dave Vanderjack, who's 7 feet tall. They've got a big forward, and they bring guys in off the bench that are big guys up front.
Mm-hmm. They do. They'll definitely have a size advantage against us, but at the same time we've got a young core of hard-working kids inside, so as I said, it'll put us to the test, but I feel confident about where we are.
Central could really help you if you could win that game, wouldn't it? Not only because it's a road game and it's the league opener, but you then play 3 games at home in a row right after that. It could really set you up to maybe get off to a great start in the league.
It is really important to get off to a good start in this conference. Because there are no easy games, there are no nights off, and if you dig that hole, then you find yourself trying to catch up the rest of the season. So it will be this weekend at Central, and then yes, our home opener against Western Washington are crucial.
Your league, you've said this before, your league looks dynamite again this year, doesn't it?
It does. In fact, I'm not familiar with all the statistics traditionally, but I think this has got to be one of the top years, at least in recent memory, as to how dominant we've been against other regional D2 opponents. The winning percentage is phenomenal. You guys might have the exact numbers, but I want to say we're 45-10 or 49-11, something like that, against regional opponents. So that does speak well for how deep and how talented this conference really is.
So winning on the road is doubly tough in this league, right?
It is. But we found a way to sneak a few here and there, and we just have to go out with the mindset of being solid and consistent in what we do, and to deal with adversity. You know, that's one of the things. Basketball's full of adverse situations. You have a few more of those on the road, and the guys just need to really focus and work through those things.
Thursday night, Central Washington on the road at Ellensburg to open it up, and then Saturday the home opener, and I hope you'll attend. It's a 4:30 start time right here in Monmouth on the Western Oregon campus. Western Washington in town to go against Western Oregon. Thank you, Coach. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Coach Craig Stanger, Western Oregon Wolves.